back to the Fourth Estate Militia Actual play. The final showdown between Plushie and Horatio is upon us. A list of demands backed by threat of violence is given. Will our haggard team of Barrens ruffians submit to the desires of this purple-clad enemy from Horatio's past? Or will they do exactly what you expect them to do? It's time to begin episode 18, 'cause that's how Plushie do.
Oh, you mother fragger, you're gonna get it!
See, you got my car still, son.
Juliet's still
No.
scrambling for the roof.
That's mine, I won it fair and square!
Yeah, but you see, the only reason they come and got it before is your friend. He was keeping an eye on you.
I named it Dorothy, after your girl, who isn't yours anymore.
Now that hurts. That does hurt, my friend. Now, normally, I'd be okay with you just giving me the car. But you see, somebody wants you dead.
That's 'cause I'm a badass and you're not. That's how it works on the street, in case you didn't know.
Horatio, how many friends you got in there, son?
33? 33 more than you.
Mr. GM, at that, I will use the voice modulator that I have to just start making that susurrus of a lot of people moving around and making noise. Just, your basic, yeah, there's totally a bunch of us in here, and if need be, I'll tap into my sim rig for recordings of the sounds of weapons getting racked and rounds getting chambered, and play those through as well.
All right, I'm going to need an impersonation check.
Ooh, 5 hits, baby!
Now, I will admit, Horatio, it does sound like you have a lot of boys in there.
That's right, and they're all badasses.
So I'll give you a bargain.
That the same bargain you got Dorothy with? And then you hear him go, oh, snap!
Now, we have you outnumbered, I'm pretty sure. And you send on out that recent little stuff you stole, along with 10K for your friend who's been so nice to you, to give you this building, and we'll go away.
I'll give you a bargain. You eat a bullet, and your buddies get to live.
It don't have to be like that, no, Horatio.
Juliet's up on the roof. She's stuck an endoscope over the lip of the wall, scouting out who is where. Is anybody else out in the open aside from this guy?
Outside of each vehicle, there are at least 2 people standing beside it, like where they're pretty much shoulder to shoulder with a car spaced in between each set of 2.
Well, Horatio's ran to the front door, such as it is, and he'll step out into the spotlight.
Oh, I think it does. Someone like you can't be trusted to hold their word.
So he steps out? Is that what you said? He's like you step out and or
Yeah, he's
what?
stepped out into the open.
Oh, see, there he is. Where are those boys backing you up, Horatio?
They're being like tactical and direct. That's 'cause they got smarts and you don't. Otherwise, you wouldn't like be here.
All right then. So you ain't gonna give me what I came here for.
If you leave the cars, I'll let you leave here alive.
All right. And he steps back, goes down through a hatch that was open on top of the city master. And I need you to make me a surprise check, please. With a +2, because I'm assuming Horatio's on edge expecting something. All right, you passed. I need you to make me a dodge roll then.
Is full defense allowed?
Yes.
Oh, so I forgot to ask, is there any penalty on that?
Nope. Outrings a singular shot. How does Horatio know to dodge this shot? Like, well, what tips him off?
Probably the brief glint in the kind of light from our spotlights, right? Reflecting off somebody's scope. He's pretty sure somebody's going to take a shot at him because that's how Plushie do. So he'll drop to his knees and do like a roll to one side. That way he can quickly draw his machine guns, gangster style.
Okay. So what does he do after this?
Begins to fire.
Just straight up begins shooting into the mass of people.
Yes.
Okay, everybody roll me initiative then.
Oh, jeez. And to think I had considered starting the day with drugs, and I thought, yeah, I'll wait till sunrise, and this is what I get for not doing drugs.
Now, if you wanted to, like at the start of all this, you could have taken cram.
Okay, that would make
or
sense
something
given
of that sort.
given the
That's fine.
addiction. That's
Yeah.
that's one of the things he's been hitting a lot lately.
Who wants to go first?
If you guys don't mind, I would like to.
This
Yeah,
is
go
all
for
you,
it.
baby.
Am I at any penalties here?
Are you
For
using
range
machine
or whatnot.
pistols, or what are you using? What guns are you using?
Yeah, I think it's going to be the machine pistols.
In that case, you would be at medium range.
Let me just double check one thing.
I'm going to say they're about 35 meters out from the edge of the building.
So he's going to quick draw his machine pistols and begin spraying wildly in the direction of Plushie.
Okay.
And I will etch that.
All right. Give me just a second.
And while he's doing so,
now, just to be clear, he is in a city master.
if there's guys outside of it standing next to it, he'd shoot them first.
Okay. Just wanted to make that clear. I figured that would change it. Just
Was he not standing out of it?
No, he popped out at the top.
Ah,
well, he was standing on top, and then as soon as he decided, all right, he's not going to listen, he just stepped back down into the hatch.
gotcha. Well, there goes that opportunity.
You hit.
So that's AP 0 and 8P, plus net hits, of course.
Jeez, he rolled really well. You see the orc that was standing beside the city master. He shrugs his shoulder and begins like pulling out a door.
We'll use some of our movement to start to fall back. Obviously, we won't be able to take full cover
All right.
or any cover, but that's not really.
You'd probably be able to make it about to the stairs.
That's fine. Getting to the stairs is perfect. We want to draw them in if possible.
So improv or Juliet.
What could I get if I detonated all the bombs I had that were on the perimeter, which I assume would be my inventory because we never got more explosives. Yet, the yet being key.
That would kind of depend on where you had them. Like if you had them on the outside of the perimeter, you'd be able to hit quite a few. If you had them on the inside, probably none. Or like around like y'all's no man's land.
Okay, so yeah, so I mean, obviously the no man's land wouldn't be bombed because the whole point is that's where we just don't, we have a watch out there. If they actually enter that perimeter, I'll hold action to set them off. I don't want to shoot out a window or anything or give away my position because I want to be able to get that going off as advantageously as possible if and when they try to move in.
Okay.
And I'll be holding action to do that until that happens, at which point I'll start shooting.
Sounds good. All right, that put either Juliet or Kendall.
Juliet, my dear, would you like to shoot people?
I'm debating it. Are there any open windows in the City Master?
In the City Master, no. But there are like a few convertible quote unquote, what look like, oh good lord, what are those old stupid cars that are like half car, half pickup truck?
Like an El Camino?
El Camino. It looks like a few El Caminos that have had their roofs taken off, as well as like just a few old Corvette cars, or like a similar style of those that just don't have a top.
How many people are in each? Give me a head count, actually.
You're looking at. Well, I need to roll then and observe in detail if you want a head count.
Yeah, she's gonna do that. There you go.
There's at least 25 to 30.
Oh boy.
Don't worry. If they try to come in, I'll blow them up.
The cars are what? At least 100 feet away at this point.
They're 35 meters from the bottom floor. Up to the top floor, you'd be looking at roughly 50 to 60 meters,
Oh boy.
give or take.
Okay. Choices. She's already used a simple action to observe in detail, or is that complex?
That's simple.
Okay. You know what? She's just going to. Are they all? They're only on one side of the building, or are they all around?
With the way that you guys described it to me, there weren't many places to approach this place. So I would assume coming from the front.
That is fine by me. Okay, in that case, she is going to actually just scurry down the back of the building and into the surrounding ruins. I'm guessing that's what they are. Just hoof it out of line of sight.
Are you going to like try to fast rope? Are you trying to climb down?
Yeah.
You could always just jump off the top of the 5-story building and see what happens.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, but the first 3 stories would be free. You're fine. Or is it 3 meters?
It's 3 meters, the first 3 meters.
Close enough.
Yeah, she can do what is it, free fall with the fast rope?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, with her being paranoid, I could see her having something up there.
Oh, boy.
Are you happy with that amount of successes?
Oh, seriously? Well.
I had the exact same thing happen to me last night with the exact same dice pools.
forget what even happens if you don't get any hits. You fall?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll give you a choice here. If you spend 10 of your initiative and another point of edge, I'll give you a second chance.
Jeez, the dice hate me.
So you don't die. What happens here? So what goes catastrophically wrong in this case?
She's in such a hurry to get off the edge that she actually misses holding on the rope. So she leaps over the lip of the roof, grabs the rope, realizes she's actually falling, can't hit the roof, so she just slaps a hand against the stone and almost yanks her arm out of the socket.
Gonna go ahead and take your initiative, and I need both of your points of edge.
This is not going well, fellas.
Yay! Okay, so first things first. The first 3 groups, most of them pile back in their cars. One full group of about 6 guys slowly begin working their way up. Horatio, I'm going to need you to make 3 dodge rolls.
Are those at any penalty?
Simple full autos.
I will declare full defense.
Okay, the 3 that fire off at you, they go wide as they get into cover. The other guys begin making a break forward. And if you wanted to improv, you could set it off now, or you could potentially wait for a larger group.
How many could I get if I set it off right now?
6,
Out of, you said like 20 something?
at least.
Can I set off just like, obviously that's not going to be all my bombs, right? Just the bombs there?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I mean,
maybe
you rolled really well in setting these up beforehand, like where you could have them placed intermittently.
All right, well, I will, I'll detonate one group. Let's take this first group up. Maybe it'll make them think twice. Buy us some time. We'll set it off. Boom.
How much damage is that?
Oh, God. I don't remember the exact number that we worked out. These were on average 2 kilos a piece. Let me open up the rules. I hate explosives rules so much.
You mean you don't like to
Hey,
take
you-
the rating times the square root of the total number of kilos that are utilized?
You're the one who decided to play a jury rigger.
I
You liked
know.
explosives.
I know.
It's so nice to be playing muscle for once.
I know, right?
I feel so weird not having any magic involved. Like it's really nice. I am not complaining. It just feels weird.
Totally different way of playing.
Didn't I have like 8 or 9 hits on the demolitions when I made these? I had some crazy rolls.
I forgot about that. Give me a second. You had a 6, a 4, and a 7. Okay, so 3 go down. The 3 that were shooting, they pressed up a little bit slower than the rest of them, and so they're standing more or less right on top of it as it explodes, and the shrapnel just tears them apart. The other
Nice.
3 get hit, but not nearly as bad.
All right, but they still got some shrapnel stuck in them, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They all got damaged. They're all like wiping off their faces. There's blood there, but none of it appears serious.
All right, solid.
From there, one group who are staying at their cars. These are the El Caminos. Out from the back, a few of them pull up some sort of what you'll see is an automatic weapon as they begin laying suppressive fire on each floor.
Would you like a reaction from Edge from anyone?
Horatio, I think right now you're the only one who is in potential field of fire. So yeah, reaction plus edge. We'll say you're the one with 2 successes.
And just to make sure, Mr. GM, these the suppressive fire, this is all coming from outside, or these people have made it into the building?
This is all outside. Nobody's
Okay.
made it close to the building yet. 3 of them who went across no man's land got blown up. 3 more who started going to y'all's obstacle course are still moving, but are in cover. Well, Horatio, you're awfully lucky.
It's the orc Helcom.
At least someone is tonight.
Plushie. God, I love how you picked the worst name for a person. Plushie then screams at his boys, "All right, y'all, think of all the money that we can get whenever you get in there. Don't let them stop you." As he uses leadership on his buddies.
So he's yelling this from inside the city master again?
Yes. If you want to picture this, like there's the city master, but up above the windshield, there's a set of speakers, and he's yelling out through those. And they get +1, but it's not going to matter till next turn. Then Kennel, it's your turn.
All right, so we currently have suppressive fire hitting the front of the building for simplicity, so I can't really go up to the
Yes.
windows and shoot back or anything like that. Well, safely, I can't do that. There's nobody that's actually made it inside of the building yet. So I think I will do a little rally of my own so that I can feel like I'm helping. That's one initiative, everybody.
Yay! You did it.
I'm helping.
Well, you gave Juliet one more, so
I don't
that's
see.
nice.
Well, anytime I see a 20, I gotta do a little rally to get that to a 21. Get
Yeah.
that to 3 past life. You know.
It always feels good, man.
Then the last group, who seemed to be holding back prior to Plushie giving out a little bit of a war cry, they also begin working their way up. But none of them take any shots. They spend their time actually sprinting forward.
Can I
and
hit any
getting
more?
into cover. You've already used your held action to trigger one.
Okay, I'll wait until okay. Never mind then. Sorry, baby. We'll get more. Don't worry, guys.
I think we're willing to let you go first this next time.
Okay.
Bombs.
All right. It's my turn to go then, I guess, because of the order. Yep. All
Yep.
right. How many people can I hit if I set off what bombs I have, or bombs that are around people at least? Obviously.
You'd definitely be able to hit the group of 6 that just came forward. I don't know so much about the group of 3, considering you just hit them.
Okay. How many bombs would I be able to hit them with? Are there like 2 that overlap, or is it just the one again?
Give me that check.
Oh boy. Eh.
I think that's. Oh no, you burned an edge. Forgot about that.
Down one.
They wouldn't be overlapping. You would just be able to hit them with one.
All right. Boom.
But it could be a 2.5 or a 2. It's up to you.
Would the 2.5 round up?
Yeah.
Ooh, all right. We'll use the 2.5. That's gonna be 16p minus 2. It's almost an HE. Almost.
Did the bodies hit the floor?
I got some more of them,
A
guys.
9, 11, and an 11. Good thing most of these guys are orcs. So 2 of them go down. The other 3 are they're all on the ground. Like they're holding their ears. You've knocked them out of the cover that they had taken. If you've watched Saving Private Ryan, like where the guys are just kind of like cowering behind something,
All right, yeah.
holding their ears, that's these guys.
Oh, that's fucking cruel because that shit hurts. Like not
Yeah.
trying to go dark, but I've experienced that, and that
Yeah,
fucking
tinnitus
hurts.
is no joke. Then either Horatio, Juliet, or Kennel.
Juliet's going to be sprinting around the side of the building. Let me put it this way.
You're
she-
gonna either have to climb inside the building or climb down the building.
Wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, climb down.
To make it all the way there without hurting yourself, I'm going to need a gymnastics check, again using strength.
Okay.
And that's going to take up a complex action.
Sure thing.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
So how does Juliet salvage her fall here?
Well, she's got gecko grip gloves on, so she's just going to be spidering her way down straight down the wall.
Okay. Doing a reverse Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you never see Spider-Man climb down a building. It's always up.
Weird, right?
Yeah. So once you get down to the bottom, where does she go?
Sprint off to the side, get past what I assume is the bit of a street between our main building and the next one, and then lean around the corner, line up, and take a shot at one of these suppressive fire goons, which will be next turn, of course.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page.
Mhm.
Of the 3 in the first group that ran, they began taking it a lot slower. You begin noticing that they're taking it a lot slower, watching the scrap piles and doing the best that they can to stay away from them. Horatio, you're going to take another 3 shots.
Are these also SFAs?
Yes. Base is 10p minus 2.
All right, that's force stun.
Wow. Dang.
Good
Didn't
job,
anticipate that. Plushie's is then going to come out. He goes, Horatio, you're going to die. You could have just gave us what we want. As the city master slowly began moving forward.
Horatio, you're welcome to do something if you would like, buddy.
Sure, we're going to throw down some suppressive fire because I'm anticipating a bunch of people running in this direction.
Make it improv.
No, I need to catch as many of them as I can.
Yeah, fair enough.
Are you happy that I'm enough successes?
Yes, I am.
Okay. 3 of the ones who were moving forward, they were all in cover. The other 4, they are all suppressed. So, Kennel, it's your turn.
All right, I doubt I'm going to get 6 hits on another leadership check, so I'm not going to be able to get anybody an additional pass. But leading up to our floor, is there a central staircase leading up this way, or are there multiple staircases?
There is a central staircase.
And none of our people are in that vicinity currently?
Horatio is at like the base of it.
But he's still on our floor, but he's not like... Okay, so what I would like to do is, and just let me know if geography-wise this will work, please, is I'm going to toss a pepper punch grenade down the stairs so that there's basically that orange cloud of "don't come up here, please." But is there a way to do so that Horatio will not be covered in pepper punch?
Considering it takes a little bit for it to deploy, I would think so.
Okay, then in that case,
If he moves.
I will toss the pepper punch grenade in my hand down the stairs. And that is 3 hits. So
That means it would go where you wanted it to.
Oh, right. Like I said, I'm not trying to get it all the way to the ground floor, just get it down at least one floor below us to create that orange barrier that they would have to run through to get to.
No, sounds good to me. And then improv.
So question. When I planted these, was I smart enough to think about where people might run when bombs went off and have bombs planted where they might run to? Or is that something I'm going to have to layer for next time?
It would make sense if you want that to actually be the case. Maybe a small Unix. Actually, a small Unix tactics. 'Cause that seems like something that you would need here.
Is that something we would be able to assist on, since this is kind of downtime stuff of setting these things up?
Sure, why not?
Ooh, 4 hits to help you.
Rip.
Is that including the 4 dice for me?
Can only keep 1.
Oh.
Rip.
So in this case, I will say yes. Yes, you can.
Haha. Explodify some more, whatever I can get. More explosions.
All right. So the 2 kilogram or 2.5.
How many can I catch with a 2.5?
Either one is going to be the same 4 that you
4.
just hit.
Are they mostly orcs again?
Yes.
All right, we'll use the 2.5. We'll go up that extra step. We'll get that 16p minus 2. Haha! That's how you use IEDs. An IED goes off and they try to take cover, but there's another IED there.
Are you making your own zero zone now? Is that what we're doing? Have we turned into MCT?
Yeah. Oh my god, we need to buy some monowire, guys. I'll just put monowire just under the soil.
Hey, I was using microwire to make traps last night, so it's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
This bomb goes off. It kills all but one. This one stubborn orc who's like picking shrapnel out of his jacket. He actually doesn't look that bad. His face is bleeding and everything, but I mean, he's still alive. He's still obviously mobile, and he's very angry at this point. Yeah, there's one left.
Yay.
Horatio.
So in that case, we're going to throw, with our left hand, we point the obviously not gold TMP towards one of those groups, and we let off an SFA, and then like a cool guy, we holster them as we retreat further up the stairs, because we don't know if that grenade was thrown by Kennel or maybe by improv, and we know if it was improv, it's not going to be smoke.
You hit him.
So that's 9p, AP 0.
So he finally goes down. This one stubborn orc who's taken 2 bombs to the face and just not cared. He goes to stand up. This last group goes to stand up, and you put a bullet right in his teeth.
The whole time he's screaming, "Plushie, get stuffed!"
Would everyone please roll me initiative? One of you guys get to go first.
Are there any more bombs that I can hit?
Not until they get to go, no.
I'm going to hold action until people run into the building, and then I'm going to begin suppressive fire down the stairs.
Okay. The group, seeing that you guys aren't shooting outside the window, the suppressive fire that was going on in the building stops very briefly as 3 of the cars pull forward. But there are still a few more out front that obviously have drivers and gunners that are watching the building itself.
Juliet is going to peek around with the camera attached to her smart gun system and pull off a shot around the corner, literally, only her gun sticking out, at one of the gunners who's still watching the building, assuming he's out of the car.
One of the gunners that is what?
Outside of the car? I assume has some kind of machine gun set up on top of the car, and he
Yes.
is at least halfway out.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to nail one of those people.
Okay. I mean, he's in cover, but yeah, you can still take the shot.
Well, hopefully he won't. This is the first time she's fired, so he won't see it coming.
But you haven't been sneaking.
This is true.
You mean
She's just been outside line of sight.
You mean Juliet's impression of a wrecking ball being thrown off the side of the building wasn't stealthy for you?
No, she's not Miley Cyrus. You do hit.
All right, good enough for me. Ah, jeez.
Still 8-6. That's a -2 to dice pools right there. That was a good job.
I'll take at least one more shot to take them all the way down. Oh well. Next person up.
Juliet, since you peek out and shoot from the area that from your muzzle flash, you receive a nice batch of suppressive fire from one of the vehicles who stayed back.
And that's why she's still in full cover. So movement would be to turn around, fire around the corner, then scurry off a different position further down the rubble.
Yeah, just next time you take a shot, you're at a -5.
Okay.
Unless someone sees a way to stop it, obviously.
Is it the same guy she shot who's using the suppressive fire?
No, it is one of the ones that is hanging back. I assume one of the ones that was moving forward is the one that you shot.
Okay.
Unless you wanted it to be one of the ones staying back, which it's always fine. It'll just be a different guy shooting at you.
Yes, let's say she picks off the ones that are hanging back first.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a different guy shooting at you. Improv, the guys who originally were progressing, they're tired of getting blown up.
Nice.
So that they've stopped where they are, and Plushie takes his City Master and begins moving it forward, trying to spot out the explosives. It moves forward. It doesn't quite make it there, as it takes it very slow, going over top of everything, but ever slowly begins picking its way over the vehicles and barricades that you guys have planted in its way. And then the other vehicles that had pulled up before, that don't have the gunners on the back, they've also begun pulling forward, but they're sticking directly behind the City Master. In that case, then it would be either Kennel or Improv.
Improv, you are doing a wonderful job turning these people into spaghetti, so if you would like to take this turn, you are welcome.
I will peer at the thing and do a matrix perception. Is it on?
It is.
It is. What is its firewall?
4.
Okay. Well, in that case, what we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna try and get us some marks on that device. We're gonna go for 2. I want good access to this thing.
Kennel and Horatio, you both hear the eventual of the canister going off as the nice orange cloud begins filling up the area. It doesn't quite reach you, Horatio, but Kennel, you can do as you please.
Now, question. If I were to say, what I'd like to do is to kind of willy-nilly fling a smoke grenade out the window, trying to get it to drop just before the City Master, so I don't have like a specific target in mind. I just want it to be in front of the moving line of vehicles so we can get some smoke out there for a little bit of cover. I have no idea what kind of modifiers I would have due to range, because I'm literally trying to just wing
Blonde
it.
fire. Just do blonde fire.
Just as a -6.
Yeah.
Oh god, that cuts my dice pool in half. Do we want to risk it? I kind of want to risk it. I always have edge. I got so much edge to use if I need it.
I mean, you guys are almost out of edge already.
Oh my god, 3 hits on 6 dice.
Well, yeah, you put it exactly where you want it to.
And this is regular smoke, not thermal.
Okay. Seeing where this was pitched out of, the window that bust out, a layer of suppressive fire begins going through, but since you were blind firing, it's not going to hit you, but, don't move backwards.
Pating, 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 pating. It's like my personal soundtrack now.
Well, that was the attempt, at least, but whoever is firing this time is not aiming very well. It's almost like he got shot just a second ago.
Or they heard a story about somebody who threw a tennis ball into a room claiming it was a grenade and he's just not sure how to react.
The first guy who had just now, who's just now getting back up from the ground from the first explosion, he begins slowly picking his way through the ruins that you guys have set up. And then we're back to the top of the order.
Can I have another action, guys?
Do it.
All right.
You're the MVP for this battle.
We are going to load up Hammer and Mugger, and we're going to see how this goes. We're going to edge that, obviously.
Yeah, that's going to suck. The City Master, despite making a nice plowing drive through all of this, pushing the stuff aside, is stopped dead in its tracks.
Also, I think Plushie's trapped in there now because he can't get, because the doors are fused, and he has to shoot through City Master armor.
To me, even in the future, they would still have handles to get out of AP seeds, just in case.
All right.
But yeah, the City Master dies in the middle. There's sparks coming out the front. The large speakers begin letting out a loud whining noise.
I got it, guys. Also, I can fix it if they all die or run away.
As the city master's back opens up, a few more spill out and begin trying to make their way forward.
Are they close enough? They'll trigger my suppressive fire.
No, they've only just been able to get out. They're just now making it inside. That would put one of you guys to go.
I think Juliet was maneuvering, and Horatio was getting ready to murder people. I'm
Yeah,
happy
she
staying
can-
at the end of the initiative because I'm just going to do another rally at the end.
She can move and fire in the same round, so I guess she can go. We're going to be -5. We're just going to take another shot at the same guy she shot at before. There we go.
Now he's dead. Wound modifiers suck, even if you have cover. So yeah, you finish taking out this guy. The car itself is just idling there. The car is no longer being able to follow the hole that the city master is making through, but begin trying to work their way up closer. And Horatio, the suppressive fire that you've been holding, now gets a chance to engage.
Oh, joy.
I assume you're happy with that amount of successes.
Absolutely. I'm ecstatic. Because that's the mean suppressive fire. But they don't get the drop prone.
So yeah, you hit all of them. The guys who actually seem to be working together pretty well. They're watching each other's backs, cutting each cut, watching the corners, and as they step around, you let go because they're staying close together and get lit up.
That last sucker, that poor boy got a crit glitch too.
I'll get popped.
Poor guy.
And then over DNI, it's because they're purple pop. Get it?
I thought you called them purple plops, like it stained their. Never mind.
The last guy is probably dead. Last guy's dead. For whatever reason, like he's facing the other direction, making sure nobody's coming in to flank, and is just trusting his team to protect him. As he gets a brain from the back. 4 others get dropped prone, while one is standing facing your direction. They all shoot at you. Or attempt to.
So this is enhanced. They don't get to drop prone.
No, they've been knocked over.
Okay.
Nice.
We'll declare full defense because I think I'm going to need it.
Apparently without the 4 successes on 4 dice. Wow.
Wow.
Are those CFAs or SFAs?
SFAs. How does Horatio dodge all of this? Are they just aiming badly, or how's this going?
No, because he's the kind of guy who doesn't really take cover. So you probably actually, if you have some kind of hearing enhancement, you would hear him being like, hoof, 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 as he's shifting to the right and to the left. Not that that would actually let you dodge a bullet.
But it's helping him dodge a bullet in this case.
Somehow it's just enough.
So it's like a low-budget kung fu movie from the 80s, where you see the arrow on the string coming at him and he jumps across the room to get away from it.
It's probably actually the recoil of the rifle as he's firing that's kind of moving him around to try and keep it steady. It just happens to move him out of the path of their bullets.
Sorry. Just picturing that. Kennel and improv.
I
Kennel or Horatio, sorry.
that would be Horatio then.
I'm happy to let you go here, buddy.
Okay, I'm going to throw another rally to try to get some more passes for everybody. And I'm terrible at it, and I do not get you any extra initiative.
Are you happy with that amount of successes?
Well, you know what? I got 2 points of edge. That's like a lifetime of edge. I might as well reroll. Hot damn, that is 6 hits, which means +3 to everyone's initiative. And that is my social limit. See, this is why I knew the GM was out looking out for us, because he said, "Are you sure you're happy with that?" And I trusted him I should use my edge. And bam, look at that.
Yeah, it's not like I'm trying to take all of your stuff in a war of attrition here. No, not at all. So Horatio.
So in that case, we're gonna do some CFAs. These guys have kind of dropped, and he's gonna shoot the guys who are kind of closest to him, and that's what he does.
This guy who you had hit before with your suppressive fire, as you quit and actually take aim, you don't see brain matter or anything, but he definitely goes down. And at this point, I believe Juliet and Horatio are the ones who can go.
All right then. How many did you hit with your pepper punch, Kennel?
I have no
All
idea.
the guys who ran.
Yeah, what I did is I threw the pepper punch down the stairs.
Oh, I'm sorry, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I threw that one down the stairs to basically coat anybody trying to come up to us, and it was a smoke grenade that I threw out the window in front of the city master to try to give us some cover from all the suppressive that was coming in.
Gotcha.
But you have thermal, so it doesn't affect your.
Because
shooting.
trolls are amazing, and so are dwarves.
Does Juliet have line of sight to the bunch of guys piling into a door?
Just about to get to that because I forgot about the pepper punch. Horatio, as you hit this last guy, the cloud of orange that has been slowly filtering up, you see the rest of them begin coughing and wheezing and grabbing at their eyes and trying to get away.
That makes me feel good.
Is that just body plus willpower?
Yeah, it's dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Horatio, all the guys who have been trying to shoot at you here, after being in this little area, after you return, you see them scrabbling, trying to get away, but most of them end up collapsing and in what looks to be a severe amount of pain.
Would that mean they can't go prone or otherwise dodge more suppressive fire?
They were already prone.
One more improved suppressive fire.
They're lying motionless.
Okay.
Other than the retching, that their body just does
Yes.
automatically.
Yeah, outside of the pain of them vomiting up, just their body forcing them to. Yes,
How many still look conscious?
a lot.
Okay.
There's still the 3 vehicles pushing up, as well as at least 3 more hanging back. One of which is still suppressing you. One is attempted to suppress Kennel, but did a poor job at it.
Oh, what the heck. She's going to take another shot at the one that's pressing her this time.
Okay.
Same deal as before. Aims Buffalo.
So you hit him, and he takes the hit, but the suppressive fire stops. He goes from shooting at you to where you hit. You see the explosions on his armor jacket, and it knocks him into the bed of the El Camino-esque looking car. Then Horatio, you get one more pass.
So since these guys are down, we're going to be a total gangster jerk and shoot them because that's what you do when you've grown up in the Redmond Barrens.
Weren't you guys talking about recruiting all of them?
Heat of the moment.
that was an idea. It was a good idea, 2.5 minutes ago before somebody blew them up into spaghetti.
After he's fired off that quick burst of DACA, he's going to run up the stairs up towards the room where we have our meeting room and try and run towards where we maybe have a stash of drugs because there's a lot of guys and it's time for that street edge.
Okay.
He won't be able to take it, of course, but
That means everyone roll me initiative. So one of you get to go first.
Mr. GM, would you mind painting the scene just so we know where everybody is located? I believe that down on the ground floor, there is a pile of people who are getting mowed up and covered in pepper punch. The smoke is still out there obscuring the vehicles. The city master seems to have gone kerploop. Are there more players than those currently?
There are the 3 vehicles that are still trying to pick their way up into the building for some unknown reason.
Okay.
There are 2 out in the back that have been providing Overwatch / suppressive fire. And I believe that is it currently. Oh, and then there's one more guy who's basically just cowering in fear at this point.
Of the 2 in the back, one has had their gunner killed. The other one has had their gunner knocked down. Yes?
One's had their gunner knocked down. One other gunner that is still fine.
Okay. I know Juliet killed one already. Was that among the other 3 cars?
There are 3 cars in the back.
Oh,
One
3
has
in the
been
back. My bad.
Yes.
Okay.
One you've killed. One's been knocked down. One's still just fine.
Got you. I'm going to shoot at the one knocked down again. Actually, shoot at the one who was firing because that actually makes more sense.
Well, he's dead. What happens here?
She just stitches a burst right at his chest into his brain.
Simple, straight to the point.
Was
Love
this-
it. At this point, I don't know if any of you could see it. You're a much more muffled Plushie screaming at his guys to get moving. They have to do this. This has to be done. Just screaming at them to get going.
Is there cover by any chance between Juliet and the City Master?
Yes, you would just have to take it.
Go for it, guys. I suggest starting to brick those vehicles that are coming toward us.
I've
Free action to tell improv.
Yeah.
I've kind of got an idea, but I don't have to do it anytime super early in the initiative pass.
Can I see those vehicles on the Matrix, or would I need to make another perception for them?
You do not see them on the Matrix.
Yeah, that's what I figured. When they saw their APC just fucking explodified, they turned their shit off. Rip. Everything's offline. I'm just gonna open a window and shoot. I'm just gonna have great cover by the window and use the smart gun to shoot somebody. Well, we'll SFA someone with the corner shot. Hey.
So the one guy who was the first person you blew up but didn't die, he's been cowering in fear this whole time. As you pop up, take a blast at him, and he finally goes down.
Kennel?
Well, what I would like to do, if possible, I was just reading through the leadership skill, and under the option for command, I can make a leadership plus charisma test to get these people to accept me as their leader. What I would like to do is basically offer them a chance to join our crew and turn their back on this purple mofo, since he's throwing them into a meat grinder. And it all depends on which social modifiers I can apply, because I did have that awesome 5-hit impersonation check when Horatio said we had like 33 guys in here. Depending on what modifiers you will allow me to apply, I would love to do that.
What page is all the social modifiers on?
Page 140 of core.
Okay, yeah, let's do this.
Okay, so by my math, that is plus 10 and minus 4, so I'm at a plus 6 to do this.
Sounds right.
Oh, please let this work. And again, specifically, I am saying, drop that purple fool, come join our crew. We won't throw your lives away like this guy is.
And then you
7
all-
successes. I got a
Happy number
social
of successes.
I have a social limit of 6, and it is resisted with leadership plus willpower.
Well then, that's definitely interesting.
Oh.
As the book reads, for every net hit, they will follow me as their leader for 1 combat turn. As always, this falls under GM fiat. Like, I don't expect them to just suddenly turn around and be mindless zombies, but we are offering them a fair bit of employ. And so far, all this purple fool has done is send them to get blown up and pepper punched and shot to hell. And we're saying, hey, we'll offer you a job. We're the ones that pulled that big job that your boss couldn't do.
Well, that leaves one more for you guys to go.
And I believe
Horatio.
Yeah, he had asked to go last, so we got Horatio going.
So he ran up to the meeting room. The AK is now on the sling, and since he knows there's a whole lot of guys out there, he runs to the sort of party bowl of drugs. Some of which came from those KE guys. Some of them, maybe kennels left there. Who knows where they've come from? So without looking, he just grabs one and pops the inhaler, whatever it may be.
How many drugs do we have?
Okay, I got him on my sheet. Hang on. All right, we have deep weed, which is joints. We have cram, which is pills. We have X, which is pills. And we have Novacoke, which is a powder.
And we also have Jazz.
I believe Juliet.
From Juliet.
Yeah.
So roll me a d6. Okay, you are now on EX.
I'm going to kill
Yay!
you guys, but I love you so much. You're the best friends ever.
How long does that take to take effect?
Speed of 1d6 minutes. Duration is 8 minus body hours.
So Horatio, you don't feel anything immediately, and you're not. It's one of those things like you're not sure why everybody takes drugs so much. It did
No
nothing
surprise
for
there.
you.
It's probably because I'm too hardcore.
Improv and Juliet, could both of you
Yep.
please roll me a d6?
Yes, sir.
Oh, jeez.
A singular d6. Okay, Improv. You get a nice big bout of suppressive fire in your direction.
Oh no. Reaction plus edge.
I think you're in cover, weren't you? Because you were blind firing?
Oh yeah. Oh sure. Yeah. That's why I did it.
The guy that Juliet had just knocked down, he crawls his way back up onto his machine gun and pulls down the trigger once again, seeing the gun hanging out the window. And then back to the top of the order.
Well, if you guys are okay with it, seeing as this didn't send him into a violent combative rage, he'll actually look through and pull out the jazz, and then do that.
Okay. That guy's going to keep up his suppressive fire. Plushie is then going to speak up. Yeah, you just hear him bumbling at his guys. You hear like stupid fraggers, bliss, something, 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 kill, something, something. It's one of y'all's turns. Kill, Improv, or Juliet.
Okay, then what I will do is I will send a command to my drone. I will send it a command to go down the stairs, because we got to see what's going on.
Speaking of, Juliet has eyes on the outside. How are those people reacting to Kennel's announcements?
I would need an observe and detail check,
Sure thing.
followed by a judge intentions. They definitely don't seem to be getting along anymore.
Who's still moving toward the building?
Currently doesn't seem like anybody.
Juliet's gonna bolt for the city master, weaving around behind the cover as best she can.
Okay.
And then, assuming that she can take an action once she gets there, she's going to stick a pepper punch grenade up the grill.
In the city master.
Yeah.
All right. Just so you know, Plushie is outside of the city master.
Where is he?
So
Is
it
he
was
inside?
after I did the leadership when he was talking to his people, and the GM was saying that we couldn't really hear what he was saying. He had gotten out at that point to try to rally his guys and get them actually going.
Yeah.
There we go. I completely missed him getting out of the vehicle. My bad. In that case, if she can see him, let's just drop him, shall we? That'll settle the discussion, right?
I mean, that's one way.
So she's gonna do another cold shot vitals.
Whew, okay. You take a fire, and he ducks and pulls.
Jeez.
He's still holding on to his osmium mace as he levels it towards you.
And this is where Juliet just laughs from across the battlefield.
Yeah, Juliet, it's your turn because everybody else is out of initiative.
She's gonna give him the finger first, and then add another finger and give it a come here motion. And then she's going to level her assault rifle again, because why not take a pot shot? Yes, drain that edge.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you, I promise.
Oh, I'm gonna be happy with this because, well, Juliet's out of edge, of course, but still, she has a couple tricks up her sleeve for melee combat. If it comes to that.
Okay, everybody who wants to take part in this, roll it. Initiative. Horatio or Juliet, or whoever wants to go.
All right, Juliet's just gonna keep on doing what she's doing and have fun plinking at the big stupid troll. He's a troll, right?
He's an orc.
Ah. Dodge.
Jeez, Juliet.
So happy I took the assault rifles back. So worth the expenditure of X explosive. Hallelujah! It's someone else's turn.
Well then, okay. This went out a little more anticlimactic than I hoped. That was his last edge too. So
Juliet's not going to just let him get in fistcuff range for shits and giggles.
So how do you end him?
Oh heavens, she's been aiming tight bursts, and because the bugger has been dodging and weaving like a mother fragger, I guess she'll be just going for a central body mass. So at some point he's going to weave the wrong way and get a nice tight center of bullets straight through his chest, blowing out a nice hole out the back.
The other group has decided what they're doing. Oh wait, no, the cars are still making their way forward at this point. 3 of the cars are still moving forward. So that would leave 3 of you.
I would, if nobody minds, I would like to use another command action to instruct everybody to stop those cars. And Mr. GM, would you like me to, would you allow any modifiers, or would you like this to be a base roll?
Aren't they supposed to listen to you per
Yes,
combat
for
turn?
however many net hits is combat turns.
So yeah, they would
Okay.
still be listening to you. You wouldn't even have to roll.
In that case, it'd be, stop those fragging cars. We're one crew now, you understand?
Okay. Improv or Horatio.
We'll let Horatio go.
Alright, so we've just done that jazz. We throw it to the side and pull the AK up. Then we run to the window, and if we see Plushie's body there, we're gonna shoot that because there's a chance he's still alive.
Large holes appear across his chest. He doesn't appear to be moving.
Ah, well, that's probably a trick. So we're just gonna keep holding down the trigger
Just empty the whole clip into him.
until it, the gun starts to go click, 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 click.
I can't wait to buy you a crime pack for that 2,400 rounds of barrel melting suppression.
Improv, you're the last one.
Is there anyone left to shoot?
You can blow up 1 or 2 of the cars, maybe?
Well, I mean, my bomb isn't going to take out one of these trucks. It's not powerful enough. And there's no one left for me to shoot.
None that are actively shooting, no.
There's no point in me blowing up a bomb on a car. It's not going to do enough to it to take it out. It's just not going to do enough damage.
Okay, so this would be one of you.
Now, does it appear when I gave the order to the Purple Gang people, are they trying to stop those cars?
They have yet to be able to act.
Okay.
God, Pepper Punch is so good, by the way.
I love
Just saying.
I try not to use it too
Oh,
much
yes.
because it's so amazing. I have an idea. Okay, so if they're going into the ground floor of this building, that's where we would have like the extra vehicles and stuff that we have, I'm assuming. We could always take that beaten up gopher that we stole and use it to try to block those cars from creeping in.
That works.
Mr. Jim, is that something I can use a like send command to the stolen gopher, the beat up one that we stole, getting out of that our very first session? Can I just do a send command to that to block, like basically park itself so it's blocking the access to the ground floor?
Sure.
All right, I will.
That'd be
do
your whole
so.
turn, but yeah, you could.
Has my drone made it down the stairs to send us back a video feed?
Yes. The three that appear to be conscious still, that they're currently like trying to figure out exactly what they're supposed to be doing.
Sounds perfect. Thank you, sir.
All right. At this point, the three who had their thumbs up their butts begin looking at one another, and they're kind of just one of just like is just waving, just go, as they run out in front of the cars and begin waving them down, telling them to stop.
I shoot
The
another
rest
round
of
into Plushie, and then the gun goes click, 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 click.
you. Just one more round.
I'm out of ammo after that, so
Nice. Improv, Juliet.
I'm kind of out of it at this point. There's not much I can do except
Yeah.
try to shoot dudes if things happen. I don't
I
have the
mean-
strength.
Juliet can't really take out a car by herself, so
The cars end up slowing down when they notice that the gunfire stopped. They're like, "Oh, maybe we've won." And when they're like, "No, just stop." And the rest of you who are looking out, each of them are like explaining to the guys in the car. It's like, "No, everybody's either dead, Plushie's out. They're already offering us another job."
Would you like to keep us in initiative, or are we going to go into timey-wimey?
No, yeah, but we can take it out.
Okay. I will happily walk up to the window, keeping in mind I still have a shotgun in one hand and my ballistic mask on, and I'll jack up my voice modulator so I'm just loud. We either patch over and we all cool, or we go for round 2 and I have my girl set off more bombs. And hopefully at that time is when the gopher will begin trundling up along the bottom of the building to block the access from those cars.
It very shakily and very, very slowly works its way over. But yeah, the cars have stopped. The guys aren't getting out, but they're like looking up at you, and they don't appear to be trying to kill you immediately.
So I will continue with the pep talk. Not really because I want to keep talking to these guys, but because the only way down is covered in pepper punch, which hasn't dissipated yet. So trying to keep the energy level high, I will launch into a speech about how y'all are real warriors, you real soldiers, you know how to fight, but you were led by the wrong people. You need to hook up with us, we'll show you how to do this for real. You've heard about our scores, we can bring you into that. And then over D&I, I will send back to Horatio. I was like, dude, you killed that purple fool. You got your honor back, boy.
I never lost it. Ah!
One of the guys driving, he ends up barely working his way out. He's a fairly large troll. So, what'd you be offering?
Over D&I. Yo, I haven't thought that far ahead. What we be offering?
Do you guys want me to make the offer? You can, it's fine.
I don't know what to offer him. I mean, we got guns and we got drugs, but that's about it. We ain't got no money.
what we're offering is work.
Improv will call down and be like, well, we can offer you a lot of stuff. Number 1 is you can stay here on the inside of the bombs rather than the outside. Number 2 is you can have all the drugs you want. Number 3 is we'll give you guns. Number 4 is you'll get work because like you know how you guys attacked this place and like a lot of you got shot or blown up or died. But I mean you guys are here, so like you guys didn't. Well, you can go do that to other people, but this time you're not going to die because you're going to have us on your side. And also you see that, and she'll point at the road master, at the city master, say, I can fix that, so you guys will be able to use that, and it won't get bricked because I'll be the one defending it. And I'm the one who bricked it, so that won't happen on the other side.
yeah, and Horatio's going to take that chance to lean out the window.
And you won't be led by a punk.
Oh
then
yeah, that
screams.
too.
Ah!
That too.
You see a few of them waving at each other, but they're not saying anything. Improv, you get like a few matrix icons pop up at this point. Like they're waving at each other, throwing their hands up, but they're not saying anything. And eventually, one of them's like, "So, we free to go?" As he like slowly begins backing away.
No, you're gonna have to stay here.
Hold up.
We'll make a place for you, and then I'll help you make it better. We're gonna make this place real nice. I can fix anything, and I mean you guys have muscles, so that's like the other half.
Juliet's quietly slinked back into the building and is taking out all her little go bags because she doesn't want them to be found accidentally.
what I'll do is I'll turn my comlink on, like take it off of running silent or anything, and I'll be like, send me your numbers, hook me up with some digits. I call you. We build a crew. Y'all understand? And then over DNI, yo, we beat the frag, and I don't know what's going on with Horatio, but I'm afraid he's going to eat one of these people if they go to sleep.
We can just tell them to go back to their normal pads, and then we'll call them when we have a job set up.
Mr.
I
Jim,
guess.
how many are there?
Conscious? There's only 6. Most of them are unconscious or dead.
Yo, send me your info, pick up your friends, and y'all beat feet. We call you when we got work for you. You understand?
Yeah, yeah. And one of the trolls pulls out a comm link. He's fumbling with it, like obviously like not very well versed in how this thing works. One of the orcs snatches it from him, sends you a large chunk of numbers. He's like, "What do we do about the ones that are not dead?"
Just drag them back. We can use them later. Just make sure to explain things, yeah?
Over DNI, yo, what if they bleed out or something? Yo, should we send them over to the doc? The one that put in all that chrome on us?
Depends on if he charges us.
We got that medical thing that we stole. That weird like surgery robot thing with the mask on his face.
Oh, fine. Drag the wounded ones in for a little while.
Well, yeah, but does anybody know how to turn that thing on? Because I don't know how to turn it on.
Well, so I don't know much about medicine, but I can learn. But we don't need that because, like, I mean, the thing just operates on its own. If you just bring them up and turn it on, it's an auto dock. It'll do it. I can try and rewire it to make it better, but like we might want to wait.
Yeah.
Oh, got a jury-rigged auto dock. That's terrifying.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll help. We'll help bring them up and or bring the auto dock down. Might as well.
What we can do is we can bring the auto dock down, I would say, and
yeah, we don't want to let them
yeah,
upstairs.
we don't, not quite yet, but we can bring it down and just put it in like the bed of the gopher, just to have a controllable place, and then just kind of one by one, like start with the most injured people, get them patched up, and then switch to the next ones.
Yeah.
Okay. It takes a couple of hours for everybody to wake up, and almost all of them that wake up are surprised that they're still alive. Go ahead.
If I might be so bold, in the meantime, we would have disarmed everyone. Like they get to keep their weapons, but just empty and show clear kind of thing. Like we're trying to show that we have a little bit of trust in these guys, but we still don't want fingers on hot triggers.
Yeah. One of them that you asked to keep it empty, he's already loading it back in before you say that. He's like, oh, and shoves it back into his pocket, pretending like you didn't see that. Yeah, most of them seem to, at least not quite, if they're not quite on board yet, they're at least happy to not be dead. As they walk away, they look at the guys who obviously are dead, and Plushie, who has multiple holes in his chest, shake their heads and end up getting back in their cars and driving off.
Well, once they are gone, the first thing I'm going to do is walk over and pick up that osmium mace.
Okay.
Yo, this would look so bomb over my headboard.
No, we should save that. So when people go against us, we crush them, in a ceremonial fashion. That way we keep them in line with fear.
Wait a minute, I got it, because I look real good in red, okay? And this thing is like really good at smashing people. What if we called ourselves like the Scarlet Smash?
Ooh, that's whiz.
No.
That's even better than awesome AKs. And we have to be affiliated with the Crush because they're kind of the top dogs. And if we're allied with somebody as cool and whiz as they are.
What about the red wires?
Oh, yo. Because they always say cut the green wire.
You do notice that they left the gophers there. Like, they didn't take the gophers that they brought in with them.
We're going to turn into a used car company.
We got a fucking city master that I can fix from being brick because I only did matrix damage. We got like 8 gophers.
Well, if you go and look at it, the gophers themselves, they're pretty trash trying to get up where they are. I rolled really bad for their handling checks. That's why it took them so long to get up there. They're not going to sell for a whole lot if you try to sell them, but
we can cannibalize them for parts for the others, I guess, then.
Yeah, most of it is what's their cargo.
Well, first, how many gophers are there, Mr. GM?
There were 3.
And inside was how much boom boom?
Hold on, I gotta find it first.
Oh boy, there was. Yeah, Cal, you're getting the huge pat on the back and that osmium mace as a thank you for saving us all from having our base entirely freaking blown up. But yeah, now we have a ton of muscle.
So we've stolen half a dozen cars, we've stolen guns, we've stolen officially licensed sporting equipment, and now we just stole a gang. This is great. Are they actually becoming a real gang rather than a motley group of outsiders? Things can only get easier with the sudden power granted by patching over a smaller gang. Honest. Thanks for listening to the Fourth Estate Militia Actual Play.